All right, everybody, welcome to Studio 7. Please welcome Meg Myers. So, Meg, how are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Pretty good? Just pretty good?
I'm okay.
Yeah, all right. Pretty good. It's early, but you've got your Jack Daniels, so that's good.
Well, welcome. I'm good right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Jack Daniels Studio 7.
Thank you.
Got a show tonight at the Metro.
Yep.
There are a few tickets left, so if you want to go, which you should, grab them probably within the next hour because...
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, because amazing live shows. I've seen it many times, as you know.
Thank you.
I would have thought that you would have mellowed with age since like the first EP, second EP.
Yeah.
Now you've got your first, the debut full length is out.
Yeah.
And
is it not mellower?
No, I would still use the word intense, and that's why I love you.
Oh, thank you.
Where does that come from?
Well, I mean, it's funny because I feel like I have mellowed out, or maybe I just want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even if I mellow out, I think I'm always going to be an intense person, you know? Like, I don't know, I'm just really emotional and I just have a lot of feelings going on. Where does it come from?
Yeah.
It's just being fucked over in life, you know? Yeah,
all right, so rocky relationships in the past?
Yeah, rocky relationships, but I think also just life is tough, you know? Even, like, right now, I mean, I've been on tour for, like, a month, and we still have, like, half a month to go, but it's just been, you know, the last couple of years I've just been on the road and trying to finish the album, and that was, like, so much inspiration behind the album, was just, like, feeling insane and exhausted and having a hard time, you know?
Right.
I think this album actually went a little more in the, like, life direction and not so much in relationship direction as the EPs. Yeah, like about how things are tough. Shit's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I've seen text messages from guys in particular who are a little bit frightened of you.
Yeah, I've gotten that.
from Desire, Lemonade. The Lemonade.
I was waiting for an ending.
Yeah, can we?
I was waiting for it.
Can we talk about that? The Lemonize video. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's you know, it's great. You're watching. All right, so she's singing the song in this trailer. Blah 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 blah. Dancing into it, buying some goods at the stores. But then there's a payoff at the end. What's going on there?
The video is like I actually feel like possibly most excited about this video over any of the other ones because I feel like it represents me a little more, because a lot of the other videos, although I'm glad that I made them, and you know, I think I love them still, but like they kind of represent me in a much darker way. Mm-hmm. And it's not that this one doesn't.
No.
But it's not like it's more like quirky and just freaking weird. You know?
It is
just
weird.
Really, and I feel like that's more of who I am. I'm not like this like dark, like, you know. I'm a normal person, but I'm.
And I get that from, you know, following you on Instagram and
weird.
whatnot. You do
Yeah.
You do funny videos. You do funny little things when you guys are on the road.
Yeah.
And so I kind of get that quirky side.
Yeah. So anyway, in this video, it was just kind of like, when I wrote the song, it was about someone, which a lot of my songs tend to, like, I write it about somebody, but it ends up sort of being a reflection of myself, and that's what happened in this, was like, oh, I'm, like, actually the jealous, kind of crazy one. When I sing it, I feel like that. I'm kind of like talking to myself, like, don't be crazy. So that was the idea behind it, you know. But it wasn't like, I was like, and I'm going to have a guy at the end, like, tied up. It was like you, like, yeah. No.
We didn't get that.
But that wasn't like that, like, the original idea. It was like, oh, like, I was trying to figure out, I was like, you know, when you're coming up with ideas, you're, like, riffing with your people. So I was, like, with the director, and I was like, I think it should be in a trailer. I actually lived in a trailer for a while growing up. And all those pictures, like, are actually of me and my family, like, and my dad and stuff, but, that we put in the trailer, but, so it kind of felt like homey.
Sure.
But,
I know this.
yeah. But yeah, it was like, well, you know, what I wanted it to be about was like paranoia and like just feeling paranoid and crazy, and that idea just kind of got thrown in there at the end, which I'm glad that it did.
So it wasn't the initial treatment?
It wasn't the initial idea. It wasn't like we're gonna have a guy. I was a little like anti at first. I was like, I don't know if that's like, because I'm usually pretty like, you know, I don't want other people, like Sorry had kids in it. I love that.
Right.
Like that's special to me. I don't really want guys in my video. Like I feel like a lot of treatments I get are like Meg's with a guy and you're like making out and you're in the shower, you're in the car and you're like in a relationship, and it's just like,
nope.
Like that's so cliche. Like next, like and it's just like going treatment after treatment. And finally, I just met with a director, and he seemed so cool. And I was like, I didn't want to go in this like super sexual route because like desire and like I don't want to make sex after sex after
Right.
And so when I met him, like, you know, this director has a daughter, like an 8-year-old daughter, and you know, he's like, I don't want to do anything like super sexual, or you know,
Right.
like,
I want her to be
perfect.
able to watch this
You're the
video.
one,
Yeah.
because everybody is just like sex. Yeah, exactly.
So, and like the Sorry video, I got the impression that was kind of like your childhood home.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like the vibe?
Well,
it seemed like, but then of course you took a baseball bat to it, so.
Yeah.
What's that? Where'd that inspiration come from?
That was another like It was another collaboration. And that was the same thing. It was like all these videos, that treatments that were like about sex, and I was like, I really want to steer clear of that. Like you know, I want to like show all different sides of myself. Like I'm not, you know.
Right.
So I finally met with this director, and we talked, and I told him like, I think I want kids in it, and I want, you know, and I don't know, we just came up with it, and and the song originally is about a relationship, but it like I feel like all my songs take a turn, and that one sort of did take a turn into like just my life, and the video really like gave it a turn too, but I don't really feel like I'm going and smashing. It's also just like a representation of like love and life and how it like turns to shit.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like what it is more to me, I think, than like.
Is it about a loss of innocence? In a sense.
I think all of my stuff actually like has a lot of that in it. I mean, that's like desire too. I feel like it's like this weird pain. It's like this weird thing that I always struggle with is like wholesome and innocence, and then like getting older and yeah, going through shit and losing that. Yeah.
Having to adhere to the world in which we think we have to live by.
Yeah. You should interview her.
She gets you.
Yeah.
Well, you brought Ken along, so would you like to play a song?
Yeah. We'll play a couple. If you want us to.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take this off.
No sex. It's not a sex thing, though.
I'm gonna tell you about it. No, I'm a little warm.
Yeah.
Okay, give it to
Yeah.
you. Thank you. There's some change in there.
Oh, my lucky day.
My heart is wasted, cut up like a drug. And your tears, they taste like vinegar and blood. And these conversations choke us to a numb. No matter what we say, it never seems enough. So take me to the start. Take me to that kiss, 'cause I got to know, baby, what I'll forget. Sorry that I lost our love without a reason why. Sorry I lost our love, and I'm sorry, what do you want me to say? Sorry I lost our love twisted, and guilty goes the tongue. And your eyes are faded, that used to turn me on. And our skin is dangerous, villains when we touch. No matter when we feel it, it never feels enough. So take me to the start, take me to that kiss, 'cause I got to know, baby, what I'm forgetting. Sorry I lost our love without a reason why. Sorry I lost our love, it really hurts sometimes. And I'm sorry, sorry. What do you want me to say? Sorry I lost our love until the end of time. Sorry that I lost our love without a reason why. Sorry that I lost our love, it really hurts sometimes. And I'm sorry, sorry. What do you want from me? So sorry, sorry. What do you want me to say? Sorry I lost our love without a reason why. Sorry I lost our love, it really hurts sometimes. And I'm sorry, sorry. What do you want me to say? Sorry I lost our love till the end of time.
I gotta tell you, that song, Sorry, has got the first verse, some of my favorite lyrics. They just,
Oh, thank you.
it's so descriptive. Where does that come? I mean, actually, where's Alma?
Here.
You have a pretty good question about her lyrics, and why don't you go ahead and ask your question?
Hi, Meg.
Hi.
I want to know what inspired you to make your lyrics so powerful? Your voice dwindles me away from misery and into ruthlessness.
Oh, thank you. That's beautiful. Well, the lyrics, where do they come from? I mean, I will say, like, that especially when I wrote this album, it was, like, the first verse always came out, so that's cool that you said that about the first verse, because the first verse always comes out the fastest. Sometimes the chorus, but usually the first verse, because it's like, you're feeling so strong when you write that first verse. So that usually comes out, and then it takes me time to work on songs. Every now and then there'll be like a magical song, Desire, like the lyrics came out pretty fast, but a lot of these songs, like I'll write them and then there'll be a lot of tweaking. My partner in crime was Dr. Rosen, which was my producer for this whole album, so he also really helped pull out a lot of the things that I was feeling during the making of all the songs, because a lot of times, it's hard to write with somebody. So, it would be like I would write the first verse and I would be so excited, and then he would really have to, and then I would kind of shut down after that. And so he really, would talk to me about what I'm going through, and the album was a really, personal process, which is why I, only worked with him, for it, because then he would be like, so what are you going through? And then he would help me, translate some of the words and stuff, but,
Oh, yeah, especially if you get each other.
Yeah,
Because it's different.
yeah.
You have two people, and then one has a different point of view, and then, you
Oh,
would
it's
have your own point of view,
impossible.
and it's hard to collide, and
It's impossible,
with him, it looks
yeah.
like you just have everything set to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's my brother, he really, would pull things out, and we were, inside each other's heads so much, so, yeah, I was really lucky to have met him, but...
So, how did you meet him?
I met him, let's see, I met him because I had written. I'm so weird with mics. Like I don't know why. I'm always like, where do I talk? Where do I look?
Can I get that?
Sorry. I met him because that's a cool handkerchief. I like that. Yeah. I met him probably like 5 years ago, and he had a manager at the time and I had a MySpace, and his manager heard some of my.
We all had a MySpace.
We all had a MySpace. Yeah.
And you had still admit it.
I had a MySpace for a long time. I think I was getting ready to get off of it too, and then his manager had found it and started emailing me on MySpace, and he didn't have a profile picture. And
It's
I was
creepy, right there,
creepy.
creepy.
Yeah, and I was like, I got a lot of stuff, so I just
It's not Tom Anderson.
ignored it. I just ignored it, and then finally they had somebody from their office reach out to me, this lady on Facebook, and we met, and then we started working together. And I had a project going on at the time that I had sort of just started, and we made a flyer, and it wasn't with Andy, but it was just with my best friend actually. We made a flyer, and we said first and last show, and we played one show, and it was you got to be careful what you say.
That was it?
That was it, and then I met Andy, and then I just dedicated everything to working with him.
We're done. I'm doing a new project.
Yeah, because that's how I am too. I've found that I really need balance, and I don't get much of it. So that's a big struggle that I have, but it's really important for me to. And I've always been just really 100% into one thing, but it is important to have balance and have different things going on. But
so when you're working with Andy, do you come in with chord structure, or see, this is where being a musician I get nerdy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you come in with a chord structure and lyrics, or do you just go, I have this shitty day and I need to write a song about it?
Both. I have come in with a lot of chord structures on guitar usually, some on piano, and a melody, and I'll have a first verse.
Right.
So we've started a lot of stuff that way. We've also started a lot of stuff me going in, and he has created something, and he's listen to this. It's a beat with piano, or a beat with some sort of synth line or something, and I'm oh, that's cool, and then I'll.
Inspires you to trigger something.
It always has to be something that makes me feel something.
Right.
Feel something, whether that's positive or negative. I have to feel something really strongly, and then I just I have to be able to hear something and be oh, I can come up with a melody for this really quick, and it usually just comes out. If I have to sit and work on a melody, then it's just I'm not feeling it. Give me something I like.
Yeah, there's got to be another idea in the well
Yeah.
to go into. Tony, you had a question.
Tony. Hi. I think he needs it too.
Do you remember what you were? Okay.
Meg, what are some songs that you currently like to listen to?
I just discovered in the van yesterday a new album by Ludovico Einaudi. Do you know who that is? It's an Italian composer, and all of his albums are so amazing. But I just listened to his new album, and it's so good. So you should check that out. I don't listen to a ton of new stuff. I think music, there's a lot of really good stuff out there, but I think there's mostly really terrible stuff. So
What kind of old stuff?
What?
What kind of old stuff you into?
I always loved Dire Straits and The Police. I love listening to Sting, and I listen to a lot of Enya. I listen to all old stuff
Sade?
though. Yeah, I do. I have some Sade records.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah. And let's see, what else do I like though that's new? There's this guy. Well, I love Alt J is really great. I love them. That's one of the only bands that I like right now. But there's I like a lot of the more, I guess, underground stuff. But that's kind of on the what's that one guy? Asgir. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah.
He's Icelandic or something. Asgir. And then I love Jose Gonzalez too. But I like more like toned down stuff. I don't really listen to like a lot of rock unless it's old school rock.
So Ken, what do you guys listen to when you're?
Oh, I guess
When-
wait, I
yeah,
totally
yeah.
missed. I mean, he turned me on to Ryan Adams, and that's like what we listen to the most is Ryan Adams.
Lately.
Yeah. But you like,
On
what do you
cassette.
like? You like Depeche
I grew
Mode?
up with a lot of 80s stuff. I'm a little older than Meg, so like Depeche Mode, New Order, Duran Duran. My older sister was way into them, so whatever she was into, I got into.
So Ken, when these guys play live, Ken plays the cello a great deal of the time. Not your typical instrument to add into a 4-piece band. How did you decide that you wanted to have Ken play cello in your band?
We just really liked him, and he has a lot of feeling, and it just always was so beautiful. And even though it's not in a lot of the recordings that we've done, or in the past, it wasn't in a lot of the recordings. Like when we brought him on in Monster, we were like, we have to find a way to just always like incorporate this
Right.
and all the stuff. So actually, it is on a lot of the album, but yeah, I don't know. We were just he was kind of like doing his own thing, like which he's always done a lot of other stuff on the side, and he has another band, but I was like, will you dedicate to playing with us?
They just kept calling me.
Yeah.
I couldn't get away. I was like, "Let's go play."
Yeah. He's that guy at the end of Lemonize.
That's what it means.
We tied him up. It's about Ken.
So all right, there you go. When you're performing live, and I'm thinking back to last time you were in town and you played JBTV, you went someplace. I mean, when you did The Morning After that day, you forgot lyrics to the verse, but you were just
I do that in that song a lot.
you were someplace else. Does that happen a lot? And which you just answered. Is it easy to sing these songs night in and night out? Because they do seem so emotional. It's like picking a scab every day. Like, I gotta pick this wound open again.
Yeah, it's tough actually. Not to be like, I mean, it's awesome too, but it's definitely like, I don't want to go out there and just perform and not feel anything, because then it's like I just don't. Why am I doing it then?
Right.
Sort of thing. And I want people to know, like, and there's the only way that they're gonna feel it is if I'm feeling it. So it's not that I go to the same place that I wrote the song, but I go to a place, I feel something new, or just what I relate whatever I'm going through to the song.
Right.
So, but The Morning After is one of those songs actually that I do always go to a certain place, and that like sucks, but
thank
but
you.
it's beautiful too.
Thank you for taking on that pain every night, because that song is absolutely stunning when you play it live.
Thank you. I keep forgetting the lyrics though. The other day I was drunk though, but I
There's an
said,
excuse.
yeah.
said-
Don't tell the label.
You mixed up the chorus. I think you said, "I hope you sleep with the animals."
Yeah. And then it's just like, and then I'm a comedian. Yeah. And then it's like, ooh.
Where's Chris? Chris, making the album, being done with the album.
Yeah. Basically, first of all, it's a pleasure to meet you. Fantastic debut album.
Thank you.
Not many people could come out with a pop, with a solid punch like that. I mean, it's awesome.
Thank you.
But I know it did take you a while to do the Sorry album.
Mm-hmm.
You've been working on EPs and stuff like that. Now that the album's finally out and you guys are doing your tour,
Yeah.
Is it everything that you thought it was going to be? What's your favorite part of being on the road, and then and vice versa? Is there stuff that you don't like about now being on the road all the time?
I mean, when I'm not on the road, I was making the album pretty much like on the road, and then like when I was home, I was like just struggling to like finish it and and get it done. So it really took a long time. But when I'm not on the road, I have this weird. I feel like a little depressed. I feel really depressed. I'm a pretty depressed person though, but I try to get nature, and like that really pulls me out of it, and like meditate and stuff. But but there's something I miss about it. And then I go out on the road, and I'm like, this is insane. This sucks. You know, what was I thinking? I want to go home. And then I go home, and then I'm like, I gotta go out. You know, I like you forget how much it sucks. You know,
Tricks you.
it's weird though. I mean, when I say it sucks, it's just like you don't. You physically wither away, like no sleep, no food, like and no
Bad
like
food.
exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just ate McMuffin like the other day, like, and it's like I don't do that when I'm home. But you know, but then it's like I don't know. It's this weird thing. It's crazy. But you know, performing and like seeing how it helps people through things and talking to fans and just being able to connect and feel like I'm like doing something like to contribute to the world in like a positive way, hopefully positive, is like it ends up feeling worth it, you know.
That
It's
hour.
like a love-hate relationship, kind of.
It's like yeah, like, and it's like heavy love hate. Like
That 1 hour on stage, 23 hours of.
yeah,
And
exactly.
then that 1 hour is
or
like
not even 1 hour. Sometimes it's like 30 to 40 minutes.
that whenever you're on stage, it's
Yeah.
like this is why I do the other 23 hours.
Yeah, it's so weird. Well, and then I mean, to be honest, I like the love-hate thing even goes with performing sometimes. It's like when you're just so tired and it's like and you're up there, it's like it's like don't look at me.
Right.
Don't look at me. Like listen to me but don't look at me, you know. And especially being a woman, like it's really hard. And so yeah, all for that.
Yeah.
But, you know, but then there's other times where it's not, it's half and half. It's like exactly 50-50, like love, hate, yeah.
Do you mind if we look at you while you play another song?
Sure.
Okay.
There's somebody comes up and just blindfolds everyone. That's what I want to do.
You can turn around.
I wore my sunglasses today on my head, but it's not because I'm trying to be cool, it's because I'm having a really bad hair day. It's like my headband.
That's cool. Silent.
Hush now, baby, there's no need to cry. Let me wipe away those lemon eyes. All your worries, such a waste of time. You can't even see how much you're mine. You're so bitter, 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 yellow, subtle, subtle, kind of subtle, and okay. Listen, yeah, listen, yeah, listen, yellow, it's a killer, a killer, a killer, and just say. Lemon eyes, you're mine. Yellow eyes, all mine. I bet you wanna walk away, run away, look away, turn away, honey, you can't hide. Lemon eyes, all mine. Hold on, baby, careful what you say. You've been drinking someone else's pain, and I can't keep on staring at the sun. Yellow, I will have to bite your tongue. You're so bitter, 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 yellow, subtle, subtle, kinda subtle, and okay, listen, yeah, listen, yeah, listen, yellow, it's a killer, a killer, a killer, and just say. you're mine. Ooh, yellow eyes, all mine. I bet you wanna walk away, run away, look away, turn away, honey, you can't hide. Lemon eyes, all mine, mine. And the doctor said you're fine, fine. Just a case of lemon eyes, mine. See, I told you you were mine, mine. Lemon eyes. Lemon eyes, you're mine. Yellow eyes, all mine. I bet you wanna walk away, run away, look away, turn away, honey, you can't hide. Lemon eyes, all mine.
Thank you.
That is one of out of all of the songs on the album, the new ones. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, thank you.
Between that one and I Really Want You to Hate Me.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't know what
great.
that says about
That's
me.
like a-
I
yeah.
don't know what that says about me,
That
but
says you seem like you're a lot like me.
I love that. This song speaks to me.
Thank you.
Kelly, you had a question.
I think I had a couple.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
did
do.
have a couple
All right,
to
go for it. Go for it.
Can I ask you 2 questions? Well, first of all, this has just been irking me. I really want to know. I was so looking forward to Sorry coming out, and I love it. Like, don't mistake
Here comes
it.
a butt.
Why were songs like I Die, Mistakes, and I think it was entitled Say Nothing on the new album? I was so looking for the studio version.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm just
We were
curious
just talking
as to
about
why.
Mistakes yesterday, and I was like, man, I wish that was in the album. That's like such a
Which one?
important song, Mistakes.
The lyrics, from what I heard on the live, they were like something about stakes in my hand and things like. I mean, the lyrics
Yeah.
are really deep and profound. Like,
Yeah, that song means so much to me. I mean, all of those songs. I Die, because I wrote that about some. Never mind. But and it wasn't like a. Say Nothing though. That's it. That one was. We wrote that actually. Him, me, and Andy wrote that one, and we had to choose because we had to choose like, do we do 10 songs, 12 songs? Like, I mean, I have a lot of creative freedom, but I also don't have all the freedom in the world to
So
choose certain things.
couldn't really do 13 if you wanted to.
I mean, we didn't have time. I guess in the end, that's it. We didn't have enough time, and that sounds so lame, but I'm just way too honest.
Sometimes, actually, in the
I don't know
business,
how to lie. Yeah.
That's really great in this friggin' world.
Yeah. I mean, but hopefully, I don't know.
She'll make another album.
Maybe I'll make another. Maybe there'll be.
Signs or something.
Yeah, that would be really awesome. And I don't have time right now either because I'm just on the road a lot and. But yeah, that would be really cool to do on one day, especially Mistakes.
I absolutely love that song.
Yeah.
Somebody uploaded it. I forget from what city it was. There's not many.
We did a lot of performances, but there's not a lot of footage, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of footage. I found that one. There's maybe 2 or 3, and I had to comment on that one, and it was just so phenomenal.
Thank you.
The vocal power and the presence was amazing. The lyrics were awesome.
Oh, man.
So
Thank you.
who haven't you toured with that you would like to tour with?
I guess we could always do those acoustic. Sorry. We could always do those acoustic.
Work it out.
Who have we? Have we not toured with that we would
No,
like
who
to?
would you like? Yeah, who have you not toured with that would be top of your list?
That's hard because the people that I listen to aren't people that I would necessarily tour with. That it would make sense.
Right.
I feel like the people I would choose would be softer than the stuff that I would play. But I guess Depeche Mode would be cool. And Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we love their music, and that would be that would make sense too with the type of music that we play. Nine Inch Nails and Depeche Mode would be so great.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Who else is there though that we like? Another one of them would have been Alt J, but we did a few shows with them, and that was so cool. Except for the fact that I was like on 2 hours of sleep in a week, and so when I met them, I was just like,
Yeah, great.
I like your music.
Well, you got a show tonight at the Metro. If you haven't got tickets, grab them right now, and then I think you go on at 9:30. Is that
I think
right?
so.
Is
I
that
can
right?
look right now. Oh no,
That's
it's
right.
9:30.
So 9:30 at the Metro tonight. There's no Cubs game. There's not going to be any craziness with the traffic or anything. So I guess that's a good thing. And you will be back for Christmas, which is we're very excited about playing the Aragon again, which we had you last year, but it's like to have you back.
Yeah, good to be back.
I'm so thrilled you spent the afternoon with us and some time and great questions. Thanks for hanging.
Yeah, thanks,
Meg
guys.
Myers, everybody.
Thank you.
We good? Awesome.